Hi everyone. So, regarding some of my videos that Beniamin corrected me on, when I was talking about pianos and about digital versus classical ones and what I would recommend for a beginner and where should you buy a piano from Romania, and I was talking about Thomson pianos like as digital electrical ones, and Benjamin came and corrected me, and I posted a video about that as well. After that, I decided to go and ask my mother in law to please send me a picture of the digital piano that my daughters had when they were very little, that they received from Santa Claus. And as soon as we upgraded them to a classical one, that one went to my mother-in-law's house, so they have a place to study there as well, a piano to study there as well. And I forgot the brand. I thought it was Thompson, but I will link the picture in the comments below so you can see it. It's Thoman. Lo and behold, it's Thoman. It's not Thompson. So Benjamin was right. Once again, my theory of how important a piano technician, not just a piano tuner, pay attention, a piano technician is, once again, my theory is confirmed. It's so important to have a good relationship with your piano technician because he can teach you so many things. He came and he corrected me, and I'm not upset because of that. I'm actually very happy and I'm grateful to him because he saved me from having on my account a mistake. Like I said it in a video, it was a mistake, but I didn't remember, to be honest. There have been like many years. I think like 6 or 7 since they received it from Santa Claus, and at least 3 since we took it to my mother-in-law's house. And I've never really looked at it ever again, the brand. And somehow in my memory, it was Thompson. It remained as Thompson. So yeah. Anyway, coming back to our subject, it's so important to have a person like Benjamin in your life as a musician, as a parent of a student, as someone who invested in a piano, because a person like this knows what he or she is talking about, and you can trust them. They can come and advise you. He came and he immediately corrected me. Even after that, I still felt like it was Thompson. I told him, Benjamin, I wasn't talking about digital ones. I wasn't talking about classical ones. I was talking about digital ones. I think you're talking about classical ones. And maybe I'm right, maybe you're right, maybe we are not talking about the same thing. But then I thought about this. Let me ask my mother in law. Let me ask her to send me a picture. And she did. And right now, I realize I was in the wrong. Benjamin was right. And I couldn't be happier that I have him in my life as my collaborator, as my friend. And he had my back. He came straight at me and told me, Andrea, this. I don't want you to get hammered online for saying something wrong. But it's only human to make a mistake. And I told him what I'm going to tell you right now. This is a story for another video, but long story short, for me, mistakes are like diamonds. And that's what I teach my students. Because if you learn something from your mistakes, then they're like diamonds. If you don't learn anything, not so good. But they're like stones, basically. But if you learn something from them, if you take them, look at them, realize what was wrong, and learn something from it, you basically polish those stones and transform them into beautiful diamonds, sparkling diamonds that are actually worth something in your life, that have turned into lessons, life lessons. So this is definitely a brand I'm not going to forget about, at least for the next couple of years. I'm going to remember this situation. So yeah, what he told me was that Toman, so for me it became a diamond. So what he told me is that Toman is not such a good brand. Again, what I'm going to tell you very shortly now, I'm going to explain in another video probably. But for you to have an idea, what he said was that Toman is not such a good brand because of multiple reasons. Again, that's something that he will probably discuss with you guys. But My reply to him was this: I know, it's not that I don't know. I didn't know all the details you gave me, but I do know it's not the best brand. However, my reasoning of recommending it is very simple. The parents, or some parents of the kids that are starting piano lessons, don't have the means to invest in a classical piano, not even a more expensive digital one. And to be honest, I wouldn't advise them to invest, let's say, 2,500 euros or more on a digital one, when they can buy a reconditioned classical upright piano for 2,000 euros or around that price. So if they're not able to buy a classical piano for that price, reconditioned, why would they invest more in a digital piano? Doesn't make sense. At least the reconditioned one is a good investment. So we have to find a cheaper digital one. That's the only option. And that's why I'm thinking, like, that's why I thought about Toman. And that's why I kept recommending this one. So yeah, that's my reasoning to recommend it. I do understand it's not the best one, but it lasts between 2 and 5 years. That's enough for any beginner. And after that, you know if the child really deserves an investment and really deserves for you as a parent to invest in a classical one, even a reconditioned one. So yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to make it very clear. It's Toman, not Thompson. Let me correct myself. So Toman, not Thompson. I will post the photo from my mother-in-law in the comments. And I'm very grateful to have people as prepared as Beniamin on my team, people that have my back, people that don't let me say anything wrong, don't let me teach you guys anything wrong, anything that's not correct, that's not right, that's not true. People that have the courage to speak up to me, to tell me when I'm wrong, to be there for me, and again, have my back, have our back as a company, as a structure, and just deliver the best of the best to you guys, because we are just trying to help you. So yeah, that's all for tonight. Thank you.